Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Nash Sports Lee here. Welcome back to a brand new video. As today, I'm going to do my NRL Fantasy team reveal for round 6 for this week. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are brand new to this channel, please like and subscribe for more loyal content in the near future if you are brand new. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are near 300, so please go ahead and like and also subscribe to the channel right here, and you will not regret it one single bit. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go through our round 5, our review here for my team here. So obviously, Rimani for the starters of it, has got 29 points there, and obviously he has made a total of 206 points, averaging 41.2 points there, and still owned by 6.5% of people there. Round 6, a point. Sorry, so no, opposition there against the West Tigers there. And obviously right over here, Max King getting a point of 43 points there, getting 12 points to 231 points, and also uh, averaging 46.2 points there as well. Being owned by 36.3% of people as well. Then moving on to Danny Murray, aka Cameron Murray, the skipper for the South Rabbitohs, has got a total of 63 points there. Scored a total of 447 points so far. So he's been going pretty decent throughout the last couple of rounds for me. Averaging 69.4 points there, and 30.3% of people still own at the moment. And obviously, Junior Polo is obviously has been smacked one game suspension over a bullshit high hit there on Adrian Brimson, which in my opinion was was an absolute just a shit call there from the officials there after the game there. But June Polo has made 35 points, and so far he has made a total of 205 points, averaging 41 points, and also and obviously 4.4% of people still own him. And moving onto Josh Curran, who has scored possibly my highest score. Actually, no, it was actually Nicholas Hines. My bad. So Josh Curran has got a total of 300 points so far, averaging 60 points, and obviously 9.9% of people are still own him. And Jermaine Nanai obviously has scored not that much against the New Zealand Warriors there. Evercliff Stadium up there. Um, I'm a I'm a Redcliffe, and has scored total points of 205 points so far, averaging 41 average points so far, and still 25.7% percent people still own him at the moment. Uh, I. Brad Snyder scoring total of 44 points in round 5, and also scoring total points so far in my fantasy so far, 177. 43.3 points he is averaging. 47.0% of people still own him. And obviously you got Mitchell Moses there, who uh, I scores 65 points there for himself. In total, he has scored 283 points so far. 56.6 points he is averaging so far, and 11.8% of people are owning him so far. So yeah, Seven Crying scored 17 points. So yeah, not the best for Seven Crying, pretty poor there. Um, um, for him. Scored a total of 215 points there. Averaging 43 points there as well. And obviously with our 48.5% there. Being beyond still Mel decent there. Obviously, one game is not going to make him be sellable more. So yeah, 31 points there. Isaac Tago for him in round 5. So pretty shocking for him, but that's okay. As I said, I mean, I mean, as I said before, it is only just that one game. So if you do manage to sell him, I think it's a pretty silly and pretty retarded uh option to make there for yourself in your fantasy team if you want to be able to win fantasy for this year. Obviously, he has made a total of 251 points so far, averaging 50.2 points. And is, and is obviously being owned by 43.3% of people there still. And moving on to James Tedesco, scoring 23 points there in round five, getting a total there of 208 points, averaging 41.6 points there for himself, being owned by 18.3% um of people there. Ryan Papahuzen, scoring a total of 90 points there, round five. Scoring a total for Southern Fantasy so far, 261. Averaging 52.2 points there for himself. 40.4% of people still have him so far. Alrighty then. Nicholas Hines there for himself. He has got a total of 67 points there. If you haven't captained him, but obviously since I captained him, he has got a total of 131 points there. He has total of 336 points there so far. Uh, in fantasy, so pretty decent there for a player like Nicholas Hines there. If you do have him at the moment, averaging 67.2 points there, and obviously being owned by a lot of people there, as you can see, 46.7% of people. Alrighty, so for the bench, Chris Randall, uh, uh, totaling 46 points there in round five. Scores so far for his total points in the fantasy 248, averaging 49.6 points there, being owned there by 41.9% of people there, and obviously Tyler May scoring 51 points there in round five, scoring total so far in fantasy 165 points there, averaging 55 points there so far, and obviously being owned by 20% people there as well. Locking Elias there, being owned by 43%. Sorry, so no, my bad. Scoring 43, scoring 43 points there in round five. Having a total so far of 135 points, so he's scoring way more every single round than what he actually um began. And he's obviously averaging 27 points so far, being owned by 32.4% of people there. And we move on to Bro Jones. Bro Jones has scored a total of 39 points there in round five, totaling on to 69 points there, averaging 34.5 points there for himself. And he is owned still by 11.1% of people there. Alrighty, and then in okay, so round five, obviously, looking at over here compared to the other rounds, um, pretty off round for me. I gotta say, so the so obviously, oh wait a sec, oh hang on a sec, oh, so obviously, the looping was a big fail here um, as, as uh, Xavier Coates hasn't got me more points than what Bro Jones did to me, and obviously Lou Thompson there obviously getting 26 points there for himself. Getting scoring a total of 148 points there for himself, averaging averaging 29.6%. Sorry, no, not percent. Points there for himself. 32.3% of people still owning him so far. And yeah, a little bit of an off round for me so far. Sorry, no. It was officially my first ever off round for me for this year in fantasy. But hopefully in round six, since I made some changes here, I put Chris. I've put Brad Snyder there. Hopefully he will score more than what Bro Jones did than what he did last week. And obviously I moved up Xavier Coates there on the bench because obviously at the moment Xavier Coates has been scoring that much his total. As in the total here, he has scored 117 points, which is pretty poor for a fantasy player for him. So I would say at the moment that Xavier Coates is pretty overrated in fantasy at the moment, to be honest. So he is a pretty good so sorry no not good. So he is a very big concern player for me. Xavier Coates. So yeah. But Junior Paulo at the moment he's not doing that great as well. Especially Remani as well. I could be considering maybe swapping him or even trading him for another hooker soon. But if Remani doesn't score more doesn't score more than 40 points, sorry no, you know what? If Rim Money doesn't score more than 50 points, then I'm gonna sell Rim Money after this round. Because sorry, I can't do it anymore. Alright, I can't hold Rim Money anymore. I gave him enough chances, especially during Polo. I want to come back in round seven, but we don't have to worry about Jim Polo at the moment. Cameron Murray, he's been doing good. As always, he was absolutely just decent against St George, Illinois Dragons there. Uh, uh, Max King there for the carrying backs of Bulldogs has obviously done well for himself there. Uh, a bit off there, but I reckon that they will still go good there. I think I will keep it like this at the moment. I feel like I feel like um another week. Lachlan Ilias though I may change. I reckon. Sorry about that. I reckon that Lachlan Ilias is going to score more than 43 points in this round. So yeah, I reckon Lachlan Ilias for me is going to score 52 points for me over there. Mitchell Moses is going to I reckon Mitchell Moses is going to get me in the match there for myself. And I reckon he will possibly maybe get 62 points. I don't reckon he will maybe it could be he could possibly get a 72. Possibly maybe well it all depends on Nicholas Hines on his performance because obviously he's got a big challenge up against the Melbourne Storm. There I'm at Amy Park and I reckon for me Nicholas Hines as you may have seen in my tipping video, if you have not seen it yet, please go see that video right now for around 6 tips there. I have tipped Nicholas Hines to be man of the match, and I reckon you might get more than 134. Call me call me mental, but I reckon um Nicholas Hines is going to score more than 134 points this round. Mark my words. Mark my words. Ryan Pappenhausen obviously going up against Nicholas Hines there. He was pretty shit um in the last round, and hopefully he will prove a little bit more better. But you know the backlines for this year, you know they're not they're not really that much of a surprise to do poorly. Since you know most of the forwards get much more ball and they do much more um of the effort this year. As fantasy has changed a lot of things around this year, so just be aware fantasy this year for your back line is going to be much more trickier than than what many people actually thought it is. Especially if you're doing this for the first time, someone like me doing this for the first time, and yeah, uh, Taylor May, I reckon he's going to be the first try scorer once again, as I did get my tip correct for the first ever try scorer against the Caribbean Basin Bulldogs, and I was correct. So maybe I could move him. Maybe I could swap him for Ryan Pappenhausen, but uh maybe maybe I should do it. Uh oh shit. Should I do it? Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to swap Ryan Papelson with Taylor May. Um, yeah. Actually, hmm. I wonder if Chris Randall. Actually, no. Nah. Actually, no. I'll give. Actually, no. I'll give Raymani much more. Uh, I'll give Raymani a much more bigger chance. Oh, you can't swap him. Oh, okay. Well, that's a bummer. Oh no, he's a centaur. Okay. Well, you can't do it. Well, you can't do it. Anyways. Well. Hopefully, Isaac Tago and instead of Crying do step up in the next round against the Brisbane Broncos there. So yeah, um, that's pretty much it. For my fantasy team, a bit of a quick video because obviously I feel like I've I've been on this video for quite enough. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, what are your thoughts on my round six uh team list here? I type in your thoughts there in the comment section below. And ladies and gentlemen, make sure to subscribe and like this video for more local content in the near future. And ladies and gentlemen, this has been Nash Sports Loaded. Take care and peace.
I'm coming in hot.